What's up, gentlemen? Welcome to day 2 of the 7-day positivity challenge. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the prompt for day 2, so keep watching. All right, the positivity prompt for day number 2 is taking a positive perspective. Essentially, taking a seemingly negative experience, looking at it through a new lens, a new frame, and then seeing it in a positive light, seeing how it has benefited your life, how it has actually put you on a better path in your life. All right, and it's ironic that Arthur shared a quote that ties in quite well with today's prompt. And if I remember correctly, the quote goes like this: "We all need to look into the dark side of our nature. That's where the energy is, the passion. People are afraid to do that because it holds pieces of us that we are busy denying, right? And that really stood out to me because in our darker side are things that, or I'll speak for myself, in the dark side of my nature, there are memories, experiences, thoughts that I am ashamed of, that I'm guilty of, that I have spent a lot of time and energy denying, right? And in that denying of those things, has prevented me from fully being passionate about a project, say doing this positivity thing and expanding it beyond my small circle of people." So I can really resonate with, as we look at our dark side, it gives us energy. It allows us to be more passionate, okay? So with this video, I want you to look at your dark side. And what you're gonna do, just so you don't get lost in all that, is I'm gonna give you a framework. You are going to look at one failure, one rejection, and one weakness, all right? So take some time, journal out. You can write down one of your failures, one of your rejections, and one of your weaknesses. So it'll look like this. A failure could be, one of my failures is I lost tens of thousands of dollars in futures investing because I did it for multiple reasons that were not in line with my passion. A rejection: as a guy, I've asked many girls out and I've been told no, right? So that would be a rejection. Hey, beautiful woman, would you like to go out? No, right? That would be a rejection. Or maybe you have a job offer, or you went to a job interview and you rejected, so a rejection. And then a weakness could be physically, mentally, or emotionally, right? So a physical weakness for myself is I'm visually impaired. As I'm looking at the camera right now, I can't even see myself in the screen. I can just see my body movements. So that would be a weakness. Once you have those 3 written down, take some time, breathe, because when I've stepped into my dark side, it can kind of be stressful, and I want to avoid it. So once you've done that, breathe, let it go, sort of get back to a neutral state. Then when you make your video, you can share one or all 3 of them with us. Give us the context. So share the failure, the rejection, or the weakness, so we have context. And then you are going to look at it from a positive perspective. You're going to reframe it in your own mind and see it in a positive way, in a new light. Now, the reason I want you to do this is because that skill of taking a positive perspective or looking at things differently can benefit your life exponentially as you cultivate said skill. So let's take a failure, for example. I failed as a futures trader, and now the negative perspective is, yes, I lost money, all these other things. The positive perspective is that because of that, it was more of a redirect in my own life. I was going down the wrong path of my purpose, my dharma, my duty, and that was a way of putting me back on track and being more aligned with who I am as a person and my passion of teaching and leading others, right? Whereas if I would have tried to continue down that path, I may have acquired money, but I wouldn't have been happy or fulfilled. So that's me looking at that failure in a positive light. And that failure contributed to me getting in a real dark, deep, depressed place, which led to me working on my own positivity, and here we are today. A rejection. asking somebody out, going on a few dates, and it doesn't work out. And then the positive light is realizing that that individual was not a good match for me. I was just attracted and infatuated, I guess I could say, with character traits that were similar to my ex-girlfriends. So it was me repeating a pattern. So because of that rejection, I was actually able to experience a more positive, healthy way of seeing relationships and not going down the same old path that I've always gone, not dating the same type of person. So by having that rejection, I was able to realize that I was repeating an unhealthy pattern. And a weakness. So weakness is visual impairment, legally blind. The positive light is because of my physical vision, the limitation of my physical vision, I actually have to cultivate other skill sets. One of them being my ability to hear information and then actually retain a lot of it, right? My auditory processing has had to elevate because I'm not able to read a script, for example. I can't have a teleprompter right here in front of me to read what I'm going to say. I have to really work at memorizing it. When I've given presentations in school, I can't look to the PowerPoint and get references. I have to go all from memory. So my memory and auditory processing has increased because of that. So that's me taking a weakness and seeing it in a positive light and then maximizing it, okay? So I shared that with you so you have an example of what it would look like. Now, again, as a review, today's pOZitivity prompt is taking a positive perspective. You're gonna look at one of your failures, one of your rejections, one of your weaknesses, give us context, and then you're gonna look at it in a positive light and share with us your new positive perspective and share how it has actually blessed your life, how it has benefited your life, all right? Now, I would love to hear some of your feedback. As always, leave it down in the comments of this YouTube video, and also do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot, all right? With that said, I'll catch you in the next video.